first thing, first core memory is it's a little cold down there, just a little bit. Definitely not the Florida weather I'm used to, which I've been told on many occasions is to prepare for the weather, which I definitely plan on. But getting to Williams, just kind of getting at my initial first glance, realizing one that it's an hour away from the nearest airport, so a bit of isolation in that, which definitely makes some students reconsider and think. But for me, I personally see it as a way to focus myself, keep myself on point and on track, away from distractions, there from academics, and when I need to, fly out and experience other things, school will allow me to do that. So that's first thing, one thing I'm not worried about compared to others. But with the flying, meeting my host, awesome individual. They gave me the freedom and experience that I truly think I needed at this flying program. My host didn't keep me in one place at one time. They shared most everything they could on Williams, what they could offer. Even talking about the experience as a student of color at Williams and what it's like, the ups and the downs, and um, places where you shouldn't be. Which honestly, I'm very glad that they've informed me about all these categories, as being realistic about the experience was something that glad my host could provide for me. But going back, he gave me the freedom that I think I really needed, because once my host had to take care of some business for their individual classes, I was free to go on my own, exploring the campus, getting lost around. I try not to get lost because it was cold, and I am not staying out in the cold for too long, especially if I'm lost. But meeting other pre-frosh, and I had this awesome experience with the other pre-frosh where it was like a group of 5 or 6 of us, and we had another. It was a sophomore, I believe, and he was kind of teaching us the ways of the campus. We were going around talking about some of the highlights in the land, some of the good and the bad that's happened on campus, things we should and shouldn't do, little tricks and schemes to get the most out of your experience at Williams. Some of the stuff under the radar, some of the stuff knows about, but it gave me this sense of preparedness for Williams if I was to go. And I think one of the more communal experiences that we've had was sitting down for lunch at a long table during break time, and all the pre-frosh just started getting conversation about what other schools we were admitted to, and it was at this point where I kind of understood and got to see and the feel, the level of play where I'm at, to say the least. We had a couple students that were admitted to the local universities in New York or in Boston, and some were admitted to only a handful, or only two, Williams being the other option. But then we also had some of the heavy hitters. Some had been admitted to, or they offered admission to MIT, Williams, Swarthmore, Amherst, and just some of these people had very stacked offers for a variety of extremely high level universities, and some of them just straight Ivies. And being around those people and getting this understanding and realization that they're they're students too. I mean, they've also crafted their resume, crafted their experiences, they've optimized their schedule into being where they're at today and being offered to these high level universities. But at the end of the day, they're students too, and they're enjoying their time here where I'm at, sitting right across from them, which is just makes you think that, like, these students admitted to Harvard and Swarthmore, MIT, that these are these crazy super geniuses. But you sit across from them at the lunch table, you have a conversation about the latest episode in a show you guys just watched. Like, they're students, and they're human, they're people too, and they've done an astounding job at building themselves to the point where they're admitted to these fantastic universities. Williams being one of them, where I'm sitting at, most of them again today, which is just like crazy to realize that, yeah, you're at this level now where you're conversing with other individuals who not only are integrated into the college conversation, but integrated into the academic level of rigor that you're accustomed to yourself as an individual. Clubs, opportunities, work. They've done everything under the sun to get where they're at, and now you're sitting across from them too, doing everything you've done under the sun. And it just makes you remember and realize that I'm I'm pretty awesome too. I mean, I'm not someone who likes to, toot his own horn or anything. I'm very humble. I like to say, but sitting down there and realizing that just casually having a conversation, you're in your pajamas at 12 o'clock with these other students, and it's dinner time, by the way, not lunchtime anymore. But just still, what are these casual conversations? You realize that this is all it's cracked up to be. This is the expectation that you were surrounded by other students on the same academic and higher level of rigor, and that is you're enjoying as much as people said you would enjoy it, or even just the conversation of being in college and being surrounded by others that are like-minded in their rigor and understanding and their purpose. That all that talk that everyone brings up, that it's real, it's authentic, it's worth it. Like I can't understate how not only internally happy I was, but just how at ease I was being surrounded by others who put this level of work and rigor and understood that school and everything that we've been through was a way to get where we're at today and have a genuine love for their passion and their purpose, their ideals, and are stout hearted in what they move forward with. And it's just I can't gush about it enough. How just being surrounded by others who got to this level just makes you feel that yeah, with these next 4 years, you're going to become someone who you can look back to and just scoff at where you were before because you're going to grow. You're going to grow so much faster, so much higher. You're going to be so much stronger in all your areas of growth and expertise in those 4 years you're attending consecutively this college, this university. You're getting flown out. You're excelling at these grades. I mean, you're going to struggle as well. I heard plenty of horror stories while I was there too. Don't get me wrong. It's not all puppies and rainbows, but just someone like me being in this area where excellence is rewarded and it's the normal to be someone who pushes themselves and does extra. It just brings a deep sense of validation that going back to high school the next week just makes you realize, yeah, I can't wait to get out of here. And trust me, it was bad before I had the fly-ins, but after the fly-ins, I came back to school and I was like, gotta get out of here. I need to see my people again. But
So have you applied to the summer program yet?
not yet. I'm still talking to my parents about it, but uh, at this rate and where I'm at now, I definitely leaning more towards it now, and I want to get on the ball with that sooner than later. Especially the fact there's an application to it as well. So getting on top of that would be a goal of mine, especially within the next couple of days as well. So talk to my parents about it. But yeah, the experience as a whole was amazing, and we also um, me and a couple of the pre-frosh, we also just stayed up the whole night watching movies and TV shows just because we want to. We don't want to have a good time. Like, and even things like that, finding others just do want to relax and de-stress and understand that for all the work and effort we put to get where we are, we also want that time to enjoy and relax with ourselves and others who put themselves through that. And that experience as well was also a great time. I mean, super tired on the airplane ride back, but just having the experience to look back on, we just had a good time with others. And also seeing snow for the first time. That was awesome too. That's on a lower note than everything else that I went through. But